Welcome to episode 12 of the Game Plan Online. My name is Nick Dillon. I'm joined today by our special guest, Waikerie Football Club President Henry Crawford. Welcome, Henry.
Good day, Nick. How are you?
Good, mate. Good to have you on board. So we'll get straight into it, mate. With all that's going on at the moment with the salary cap and things that the community football league want to bring in next year. What's the Waikerie Football Club's thoughts on the new changes that you're going to bring in?
Obviously, we haven't really seen any detail yet, but I guess from what we're hearing through the media around the traps, it'd be not an overly significant change. I don't think it's going to have too much impact on anything we're doing. And I think, broadly speaking, I think it's something that clubs have probably been wanting, not just maybe just within this league, but certainly across the regions, and other footy leagues. The player payments have gotten out of control, and I guess we all sort of get sucked into doing it, I suppose. No one really likes doing it, and I look at the money that our footy club would spend on it, and so I think, well, this would be an upgrade to the kitchen there, or here and there. So anything that can, I think, put a bit of a break on the player payments, which really have probably ballooned since the introduction of the APPS scheme a few years back. It's just got a bit out of control then. So
more so some of these leagues that are a bit close to Adelaide, though, isn't it? They're paying the bigger bucks, which is forcing the leagues a bit further afar to chase blokes for the big coin as well.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of reached the realms where perhaps once upon a time match payments were reserved for your top end sort of footballers coming out of SANFL. From Waikeries' perspective, that's a guy like Michael Bratton. But it sort of progressed into almost anybody that comes to your club now as a new player is sort of looking to see how much can I get out of this sort of thing, and some pretty mediocre footballers you're sort of putting their hand up for pretty significant sums of money, and it sort of leaves you shaking your head a little bit, and unfortunately I think that the other side to that is that it's probably, for some clubs, money has simply become the driving force behind their recruiting program, whereas it needs to be about other things. I think club culture and what the club can provide to the player and how they feel about it, and so hopefully it can sort of encourage clubs to be a little bit more I suppose maybe dynamic in their recruiting and think about how their clubs are perceived rather than simply being a money proposition.
Definitely. Now, away from the salary cap and onto the new precinct that's going to be developed down there at the existing Waikerie Football Club Oval. It must be pretty exciting to be bringing Ramco Football and Netball Club on board down there.
Yeah, it is. It's I suppose a lot of trepidation, I suppose, when we sort of made that first phone call to Ramco and to see where they sat with it. But I have to say I've been really wrapped with the response that Craig Teal and the guys down there have given. Obviously, there's a lot of questions over it with how it will work and how it will be funded and all those sorts of things. And there's a hell of a long way to go. But I think as a whole, I suppose the management of both clubs, if I can put it that way, can see the benefits, that this would be something for footy in our region, hopefully boost footy in our region for a long time to come. We made a presentation to council 3-4 weeks ago now, I suppose it was, and we spoke about the fact that we've seen obviously Morgan Cadell fold quite a few years ago, but BSR's fallen by the wayside in the last 12 months or so, East Murray. So really, Waikerie and Ramco are probably the last bastions of footy in the Riverland West region, and I think that these sorts of things can go a long way to sort of preserving and hopefully continue footy to be strong in that region.
So the Agro team's travelling along pretty nicely at the moment. Now I understand this, if they make the finals this year, it'll be 30 years in a row, which I imagine as a proud Waikerie man, it's something that everyone at the club is really proud of and hopes to achieve this year.
Yeah, it is, I suppose, a bit of a feather in our cap, and I think it's important for the club, probably because the history immediately prior to that period was pretty tough, you know.
Pretty bleak, wasn't it?
You know, some of the stories from the old times, you know, getting belted by 20 goals, you know, sort of week in, week out is, you know, pretty scary stuff. So we are very proud of that record, yeah, we think we're looking a bit shaky early, but I think, yeah, we feel like we're on track now. So
the deja vu from last year as well. The team struggled a little bit early. Not to the extent it did this year. Obviously, injuries had a part in that. But this year, now things are starting to roll on again. It's similar to last year.
Yeah, certainly. Shane Stevens, coach, his ability to sort of manage the players across the season and sort of really plan the season out, I think is probably second to none of any coach I've worked with at Waikerie. And you know, we knew we were in a bit of trouble, but we knew that, you know, we could come back from it, and we knew we had the cattle once we, you know, got them all together and fixed. So yeah, we're still building. There's still improvement to be had there, and you know, we've still got a couple of guys that are away overseas and so forth, and you know, different things. So but yeah, we're really happy with where things are heading.
Getting some Bradley Mavo back, it's got to help with that midfield too. Will the Smellers coming back in has really solidified that strong midfield lineup, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, for a period there, our preferred starting on ball is Bratton, Bevan, and Aaron Thompson, and you know, for quite a while there we didn't have any of those.
Yeah.
So I suppose you're on the back foot from there, but then also that plays into your ability to rotate and whatever. Whereas now, having those guys back in and everyone else sort of being able to rotate through the midfield, it keeps everyone pretty fresh and helps you to run out the game well. So
sure. Now, I understand you made a bit of a B grade appearance the other week. How'd you go, mate? Get a few kicks?
You got 2 or 3 kicks and 1 goal, 1.
Nice.
So that was very good efficiency. So I was hoping my performance I deserved to be at the end. But
nice. Not too sore and sorry afterwards?
No, not too bad.
No, very good. Good to hear, mate. Well, thanks for coming on, Henry. We really appreciate it, mate. Coming all the way from Waikerie, so even though you're in the region anyway, but you know, it's great to have you on board, mate. All the best for the rest of the year.
No, appreciate it, Nick. Thank you.
That's all from us today from the Game Plan Online. Make sure you grab your copy of the Game Plan for $3.50 at the gate on Saturday. See you.
Hold me closer, time to dance.